took a step toward the laurels. The collie moved its matted tail side to side. Good dog. She set her musket within reach and turned her attention to the man. He was too tangled in the laurels to have crawled in. Likely he'd fallen from the ridge above. Not a long drop, but steep. Closer now, she could see his face. Even for a white man, it was pale, the hollows of his closed eyes bruised, sickly. Hair almost black stuck to his brow in stiffened curls. While the dog nosed her heels, she wrenched away twigs, keeping one eye on the man's still face. With the small hatchet from her sash, she hacked away larger branches, sending down a shower of leaves and insects, until she knelt beside the man. He had not stirred, but the warmth of his breath against her palm told her he lived. From the way he cradled his right arm across his chest, she knew it to be injured. His legs lay straight and seemed undamaged, save for scrapes where his leg coverings had torn in the fall. Not leg coverings, she thought. Stockings. She did not know about his ribs, or what hurts might lurk beneath them. Moving him might cause further injury, but he could not remain as he was, unless she stayed and cared for him. She tipped back her head, lifting her eyes to the boundary stone, then to the sky at which it pointed. Why the man? Why now, so near her journey's end? Neither the stone nor its maker gave answer. For whatever inscrutable reason, the great good God, the Almighty, had placed this man in her path, as he'd removed so many others from it. It did not seem a fair exchange, but sitting there, wishing it was not so, would change nothing. This she well knew. Returning to the basket, she found a length of sturdy basswood cord. With the hatchet, she cut cedar saplings to serve for poles and crosspieces, then retrieved the elk hide from her bedding. Through all this, and the building of the travois, the dog milled about, whining. She met its fretful gaze, but had no promises to make it. She would do what she could. Though she was strong for a woman, and tall, the man's deadweight proved no easy burden. While she maneuvered him out of the laurels, she expected him to rouse. But not until she knelt to secure him to the travois, sweating from the exertion, did she look up to find his eyes open. He had blue eyes, the drenching blue of trade beads, and they were fixed on her in glittering bewilderment and pain. Responding to his pain, she touched his face to reassure him. His beard was coming in. The rasp of it against her palm stirred memories. Papa's face had sometimes rasped with the stubble against the touch of her childish hand. Not black stubble, reddish-brown like her own hair. Was it red still, or had the years made it white? Then she thought she should stop touching the face of this man who was not Papa, whatever memories he stirred. But her fingers stayed pressed to the cold, bristly cheek. While she hesitated, bewilderment fled the man's blue bead eyes, replaced by something like awe. Then a look she had not seen in another face since the day she watched the longhouse burn. He was gazing at her with the trust of a child, innocent and complete. "Oh, aye, that's all right then," he said. The warmth of his breath brushed her face as he exhaled, closing his startling eyes. The woman who had been Burning Sky sat back on her heels, stabbed beneath her ribs by a blade so sharp she wanted to beat her breast to drive it out. Never again had she wanted to see that look of trust on the face of the sick, the dying. She'd fled far, thinking she could outdistance that sorrowful pairing. Had she not seen suffering enough to fill a lifetime?